There is no question that when the Eagles host the Redskins here at Lincoln Financial Field in just over 1 week, it will be a huge game. But the real question may be, are the Eagles the hottest football ticket in town? The Temple Owls come into today's game against Kent State, winners of 8 straight. And a win today will move them one step closer to the MAC East title. We'll have the call right after this. For Temple University, I'm Aaron Gottlieb. Hello, I'm Aaron Gottlieb, and welcome to Villanova Stadium, the home of the Wildcats as they play host to the Temple Owls. The first pitch is coming up in just a couple of hours. Well, last night it was the Sean Barksdale show. A solo home run in the first inning, but the Cherry and White up 1-0 with a strong contingent of fans here to watch the game. In the 7th inning, he gave his pitcher 4 more, a grand slam over the right field fence. The Owls were in front the entire way, but that was sealing the deal. 11-4 was the final score, and the Owls will go for the sweep tonight. We'll have the starting lineups coming up right after this. And welcome into the Liacouras Center, where the Owls have their home opener against Siena. It's just a few days after the crushing 1-point loss to 20th-ranked Georgetown. But there's no time to think, as the road ahead doesn't get much easier. The home opener is tonight, and the call is coming up right after this. Hello and welcome. I'm Aaron Gottlieb, along with my partner Eric Polini. We are here at the Liacouras Center for the Temple Owls, who are 3-2, taking on the Big Green from Dartmouth. Their record stands at 1-4. Temple's record 3-2, but a bit deceiving. They've lost to some pretty good teams.
Deontay, great game. Now, you guys started off hot. You were up 12-3 to begin with. Fordham kind of closed the gap. You guys had a couple of turnovers here and there, a couple of missed shots. But at the end of the half, in the last 2 minutes, you guys went on a 9-2 run. What kind of momentum did that bring in the second half?
It brought a lot of momentum. You know, Lavoie started to heat up, and then we did a great job of getting him the ball in the second half.
Now, not just in the second half, but throughout the whole game, it seemed like you were working extremely hard on every possession to look for the ball, to make screens here and there, to get your hands on the ball, usually passing it off to teammates. You still ended up with 14 points in a good game. What were they doing defensively that you had to work so hard on every possession?
This team played a lot of boxing one.
Aaron Gottlieb here for Owl Access. Temple with a win 73-58 over Kent State. We're here with Deontay Christmas. Deontay, a big game. Started a bit slow the first 15 or so minutes. You didn't get a basket, then you started to heat up. Were those couple threes right before halftime, did that get you into the flow before the game?
Yeah, definitely. You know, my team.
Now, obviously, Kent State must know how dangerous you are to shoot from anywhere on the floor. With that attention, sometimes they'll double you or throw certain defenses at you. How much help does that give to your teammates who could be wide open in the paint or at other areas on the court?
It gives a lot of help to my teammates. You know,
yeah, it started off kind of teams feeling each other out, but right before they have Samaj Inch getting a foul, slamming the ball down a little bit hard, a little hacking down low. You got a technical foul. He has 3 fouls. That's big for the Temple Owls. Lavoie Allen, with about 8.5 minutes left in the half, he picks up his second foul. And on the other side, no real foul trouble for the Sal, but this is Big 5. The refs are letting it go sometimes, so we'll see what happens in the second half, but it's getting kind of chippy down low.
And we're back to Owls basketball. The Owls clinging to a 2-point lead with possession. They swing it around the post. And here is Moore looking for somebody. Fernandez cutting deep. There's a quick pass to Lavoie Allen with a man's jam. Temple goes up by 3 points for the first time tonight. And this crowd is getting into it. And here comes Siena. Ronald Moore off the ball, swings it to the side. Siena playing along the perimeter right now as Temple has certainly ratcheted up that inside defense. There's the pass inside. It's stolen by Temple. Here comes Moore. Moore hands it off to Fernandez. Back to Moore. The layup is good. And the largest lead of the night is 5. This crowd is loud. The Temple Owls up 69-64. And Siena will now slow it down. A large contingent of Saint fans here have been quieted for the moment. Temple on a 10-4 run right now as Moore puts up a jumper and gets the shooter's roll. The lead is back down to 3 as Fernandez will walk it down the court again for Temple. Again, that ball pressure for Siena causing havoc all night, but not so much here as cutting back court is Brooks. The basket is in. It's waved off. No good. No good on that basket. Offensive foul on Ryan Brooks. And that's just his first tonight. But it's team foul number 4 on Temple, and Siena will have the ball with the chance to tie with a long ball. So Temple up by 3 here at home. Again, coming off that tough loss to Georgetown just a couple of nights ago. A 46-45 loss down in D.C. And not a friendly visit to our nation's capital for this Owls team, but hoping to rebound against the 26th ranked team in the country. And Siena has the ball right now. Down by 3, a drive into the lane, a little left hook, no good. Rebound by Temple. Here comes Fernandez. Fernandez down the left wing. They'll slow it down. Here's Ryan Brooks. Ryan Brooks passes it off, looking to go inside to Allen. You can see they want the big man to get as many touches as possible. And playing outside with it is Temple. Still looking for Allen around the side. They play it in. It's stolen by Siena, and here comes Moore. Moore along the three-point edge, guarded by Craig Williams for a second. Dips into the lane. There's a pass. Oh, nearly walking with it and can't find anybody is Ubelis. And the shot from the outside by Ubelis, no good. And here comes Juan Fernandez. He is all over the court tonight. Already almost a double-double. And a pass there, and it's scored. Temple is up by 5. Here comes Ronald Moore again running their show. He passes in. They're looking to get it to Rossiter. Not a factor so far. Rossiter, the shot, it's off, and here comes Temple. Rossiter, such a key, pivotal role in the NCAA tournament run by Siena last year. Not good on that possession. And they dump it into Allen. Allen looking for help outside, decides to take it himself. The pass to Fernandez, looking to create a behind-the-back pass. It doesn't work that time, and up come the Saints. Here is Moore looking for Franklin. Oh, a man jam there. Two-hand throwing it down, and the Siena Saint fan section is going wild. And Temple the other way, a missed shot by Brooks, and here comes Siena again running up the court. They're down just 3. There's a pass, almost a charge there, and Rossiter lays it up, and this lead has been trimmed to 1. You can see number 30, Craig Williams, hunched over just a bit for Temple. Juan Fernandez bringing it back up the court, and suddenly, with that two-handed jam on the alley-oop, this crowd has been quieted just a bit. And the cold shooting for Temple now getting a little contagious. Ryan Brooks off on the 18-footer. And the layup, and Ronald Moore is fouled by Juan Fernandez on that play.
The Flyers returned to the ice today in Voorhees after an historic 6-5 win over Carolina on Thursday night. The Orange and Black trailed the Canes by a score of 5-1 after 2 periods, a seemingly insurmountable tally. But 4 goals later, the game went to a shootout, where the Flyers picked up a huge 2 points. It was the first time since 1988 that the Flyers came back to win a game after being down 5-1. With Thursday's win, the Flyers are 7-1-2 in their last 10 games and are now tied for second place in the Atlantic Division. Jeff Carter has been all smiles recently, and why not? The center is second in the league with 20 goals. He knows better than anyone that when you put the puck on net, good things will happen.
I think it's just playing with confidence. I think my 4th year now. It's time to really step up and kind of show what I can do, and it's been finding holes. I think I've always been a guy that puts the puck on net whenever I get a chance, and they've just been finding holes and going in the net for me.
Scott Hartnell had a big night against Carolina. After a big hit on Rod Brindamore, he pummeled rookie defenseman Casey Borer en route to his first hat trick since January. The man who had perhaps the best seat in the house, Marty Biron, was encouraged by the effort.
Well, I mean, it's definitely an achievement that doesn't happen too often, and we will be talking about that for a while. But you look at the good of that game and the way we played in the 3rd period, the way we were able to respond, the way we killed penalties late in the game and in the overtime. I mean, those were really exciting points for us. The negative is, we all saw the way we played in the first 2 periods. And, how things got out of hand a little bit, but I think that things got out of hand in the 2nd period because we, stuck up for one another. Albers gets run over from behind. He gets in there. Asham gets in there. We get a big penalty killing. We give up 2 goals on that, but I mean that's a good quality to have on the team when everybody sticks up for one another, and usually those things turn around, and it did last night.
Biron Carter and the Flyers will look to continue to climb up the Eastern Conference standings to eventually dethrone the New York Rangers. In the meantime, they hope their recent hot streak will make for a successful push to the All-Star break. For Temple University, I'm Aaron Gottlieb.